Australia's fuel crisis is deepening. As prices rise, panic sets in.
I don't know how much fuel was brought in this morning, but it's not going to last long.
In country Victoria, queues and shortages.
We're putting a truckload in, and by the time we turn around and go back, that load is gone the next day.
APCO has nearly 30 stations in Victoria and New South Wales. And the company's director is confident suppliers have enough fuel coming.
They're doing their best endeavours. They've got cargoes coming. They've made some changes at the refinery. The suppliers are doing everything they possibly can.
Others aren't as certain, even after the International Energy Agency and the Australian government said it was releasing extra reserves to deal with the supply pressure caused by conflict in the Middle East.
We've very much relied upon global fuel supplies and have been a little bit complacent in terms of what would happen if there was a major conflict that prevented those supplies from continuing to come. And this has put us in a very vulnerable position.
Australia imports about 90% of oil used in this country. The government says we have 29 days worth of jet fuel, 30 days worth of diesel and 37 days worth of petrol, which will go down when the emergency stockpile flows through to fuel companies.
The OECD recommends about 90 days. New Zealand has around that, and we're obviously way off.
Experts say it's more like 20 days of jet fuel, 25 of diesel and 26 of petrol.
Until it arrives in country, it's a bit disingenuous to say, well, those are our stocks. They're not, because you can't control them.
If the conflict continues, we can expect higher prices for every good that's transported.
We've relied upon commercial companies to retain the stockpiles, and they have commercial and operational imperatives, not necessarily national security imperatives.
20 million barrels per day of the world's oil normally passes through the Strait of Hormuz, which is effectively shut.
So we will have to adjust our fuel consumption and how we do things in this country, a type of rationing, if that Middle East issue doesn't get resolved.
Currently, there are no plans to ration fuel.
If you picture what it was like in the earlier years of World War II, Nazi Germany has marched through Europe. Japan is on our doorstep at Darwin. Even then, we had access to fuel.
But it is something that has happened before. In the late 1970s, supply shortages and price spikes caused by conflict in the Middle East led to rationing here. You could only fill up every second day.
Today was for the even numbers, but this didn't deter a high number of drivers with odd-numbered plates sitting through the long, hot queues.
And the creation of global bodies to keep the juice flowing through the world economy.
A survey of dozens of Sydney stations revealed that only 1 in 4 was open for business.
We're certainly not there yet, but with global supply constricted and no end in sight to the conflict, pressure at the pump will rise.
There's still 80% of oil moving around the world, and that's still going through refineries and that's still distributed.
And while that keeps happening, the economy keeps moving.